Wow, we back. I haven't done this in a long time. This is gonna look like a week for you guys since the, I guess, Q&A video.
Are you sure about that?
As you guys seen from the title, we're making a beat for the Weeknd. My Canadian brother, I used to cook up for him. He used to always be asking for beats on the come up. I was like 4 years old, just cook you up on GarageBand. And he was like, yo, I need your beats, Selah. They're so good. He pitch changed his voice to do my producer tag. Me and the Weeknd go way back. He recently released an album out of the blue too. I really like some of the songs on here, such as Out of Time, Here We Go Again, Less Than Zero, A Tale by Quincy. I know it's just like a skit, but Quincy Jones' background track is amazing. A lot of songs that remind me of old school era Michael Jackson, Prince, Stevie Wonder, but with a lot of 80s synth pop. I'm probably gonna be going for more of the sound of Out of Time, Here We Go Again, a little bit of a Michael Jackson feel, a little smooth, not smooth criminal, just smooth. I don't know what I'm talking about, but let's get into it. I'm ready to cook up. So before we start, I have this chord progression ready. It's in A minor, and we're using the chords F sharp major 7th, E minor to A major. This is very similar to the chord progression in Out of Time. I'm going to record it in these chords right now. 80 degrees, I can walk on water, Father, hold. We'll copy this over. Here I want to do a lead up to this. Now we can add some of the bass notes. We don't have to do that on the piano. We can just click it in. And then we can change it to the... Now for the drum. I have this plugin right here, Addictive Drums 2. This plugin is usually very expensive, but I didn't buy it.
What do you mean by that?
I didn't crack it either. I actually have the demo of this. And with the demo, it comes with some kits. The drum patterns on this sounds like someone's actually playing them. And having these little ones can give it just a little bit more bounce. It doesn't really sound like someone's playing it, but it could be like a little love tap. I don't know if this is a fill, but a little variation at the end. We'll find a crash. The crashes are usually up high. Okay, so the Korg mini log is booting up. I'm thinking of adding some synths because the Weeknd's album has a lot of synths. I'm gonna add another synth, Flex, a stock FL Studio preset, and I'm gonna click through these, try to find something. That's already kind of fire. Let me see if I can just change this up. Ooh, see? Just turn down the cutoff. That will cut off some of the higher frequencies. And now I'm gonna layer some of the drums with some actual The Weeknd drums. I think I downloaded a Lunch 77 Weeknd drum kit. Okay, I'm back. My camera died, but I'm back. I added some stuff like a tambourine. And I changed up some of the drums, like this snare. That one just sounds so much fuller. Also changed up the kick, just fuller. I know you think about me, girl. Alright. But I don't want to rule your world. Yeah. Think about you all the time. Oh wow. But I want you to be mine. Y'all don't want me to start singing. I could become the next pop star if I wanted to.
Stop the cap.
It sounded pretty good so far. Actually, I have one more synth sound to add. Did y'all just see me open up 3 times oscillator? Yes, you did. People clown on this plugin. I watched a Monty Booker tutorial a few days ago. It was titled, Don't Have Atmosphere Use This. He was making these crazy ass sounds with 3 times oscillator. I'm like, isn't this like one of the shittiest plugins in FL Studio? So I'm gonna try to sound design.
One eternity later.
I'm kind of liking that. This can be like for the chorus or something like that, something brighter to give it more. I'm gonna find a different sound and add that little lead harmony, you know? Whew. We're gonna do a little slide up. You could do that on the Akai, but if you're in my situation and your Akai is not working for some reason, or if you're just broke, fortunate enough to have an Akai, you can do it this way. And then we'll do Alt S, and we'll strum it probably until then, I think. And now we do this, do Command L. That's hard. Now for the bass. You guys are probably like, Selah, this is a guitar, not a bass. You're dumb. And I'm gonna say to you, Johnny Smith from Nevada, you're dumb. You're a dumbass. Yeah, this is not a guitar. I mean, this is not a bass. It has 6 strings, as you guys can see. I'm not proficient at guitar or bass yet. I've been practicing. We can use this as a bass because we have technology in our DAW. So what I'm going to do is try to figure out a bass line that goes well with this. A lot of times what I do, since I'm not that proficient, I'm going to go to macros, switch all audio clips to real-time stretching, and then we can turn down the BPM without stretching any of them. And now it's really slow. And what I do is record with this. It is a somewhat tedious way if you don't know how to play bass, slowing it down, but it's a good way to learn because I feel like I've definitely gotten better. Just yesterday, I was making a beat. I'm like, let me add some guitar to it, and I could figure out the chords, and I was playing it kind of on time. That's better than not on time at all. And now let's normalize all this. Now we have the guitar, and now we'll just pitch everything down. See, it doesn't sound that bad. Now I'll add another synth bass. This will be a good contrast. I'm gonna use my classic one I always use from Tal, jazz presets, bass, every single bass. Now we can have like 2 patterns, one with the bass and one with the synth bass. See, just that right there. I think I like it better here. It gives it just that like that. That little bounce will have people twerking, I'm telling you. Yeah, that see, I'm telling you, that would be like but I don't know, it just has like a little jump, adds a little extra. I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm saying it. And we'll go back to the bass. Back to the bass. Yeah. These niggas just laugh at my face. No, they know I'm in the race. Yeah. I be spitting bars. You know, I reach for the stars. I used to ride my bike. Now we driving foreign cars. My FL Studio crashes now after not saving it. So good. Let me save it. Let's give the name, you know, for the Tyler the Creator series, I made a lot of, anyone knows the name of my beats, so I'm trying to figure out one for Weeknd.
Oh, pause.
Get it, cause okay guys, it's future Selah here. I added a lot of changes, as you can see. This is 2 days after I recorded the first part of the video. This is what the whole beat looks like, and I think the beat sounds fire now. First, I added a flute. Just finding something that went with it. And that pretty much went with it. Before it was just a 2 octaves. Then I added a middle note. Another new thing I added was a guitar. I tried to emulate the style of it without knowing how to play it, so I had to add a bunch of effects before the effects. This is what it sounded like. Right, that's just me plucking the guitar very off time. So then I added these effects. The next thing I added was a string. This is just like a normal pop string playing one note, sustaining. And the string I'm using here, I think is from Flex. Oh no, this is from Expand. The flute is also from Expand. Expand is a great plugin. I got it on sale for $5. I know Plugin Boutique has a lot of sales, and for Expand especially. So if you can find it for a really cheap price, kind of like Omnisphere with a little less functionality. So I went into the string section and then big formant strings. And for the flute, I went into the brass and woodwind section and then went to Flute Plus. Next, I added this art from my Korg mini log. Because I noticed a lot of Weeknd songs in general just have a lot of arps. All the drums are the same. Actually, I did add a shaker. I recorded it. It's this shaker, an X shaker. And I recorded it in my mic. You can use your iPhone voice memos or something like that if you don't have a mic. Throughout the song, I added a bunch of random effects like this one and this. Just risers and stuff to transition us from the chorus to the pre-chorus to the bridge to the verse and all that. Those risers are from the Launch 77 Weeknd drum kit. He has a lot of fire stuff. For the chorus, I kind of changed it up. The pattern and everything's the same for most of the parts. At the end of the chorus, I changed it up. And this just gives that Michael Jackson late night vibe. First, I heard this bass part. And on top of that, I added these chords. The whole thing is the same chord progression from before. F to A to G to E. Yeah, and that's just for the chorus to transition back to the verse. I think it's really fun. And then we transition to the bridge. I decided to add a bridge because this is more of a poppy vibe. Pop songs have bridges a lot. Took the same roads and built a chord progression with it. We go to the A, and then it goes down to the G major, I think, and then F major here. And then we do an F major with a F on top, I guess. And then same thing. But instead it's going from G to A. Then we do that again until here. Before I just had these chords. I just hear the little melody in my head with the top notes usually and add chords onto it. And then I also heard this part in my head. And that can transition us back to the chorus. For the bridge, I added Synth Bass from Analog Lab and a lead also. And then I changed up the flute pattern a little bit. And then we bring the drums in halfway to build up. And then a riser to build up even more to the chorus. And then this chorus goes on to the end. And then this chorus, what I added. That's pretty much the beat. I think this was a pretty good Weeknd type beat. Kind of more like a Michael Jackson 80s vibe, which I think is where the Weeknd is trying to go. So I might predict the Weeknd's new style. He probably will use this, you know. As I already said, me and the Weeknd are cool. This video was actually a comment from someone. Someone asked, can you do a Weeknd tutorial? And I did it. Because of the comment, because he released an album. Tyler the Creator series, that's coming soon. I have a lot of crazy ideas that I've been thinking of for this YouTube channel. Just video ideas and ideas in general. I feel like no other YouTube producer have done these video ideas. Hope you guys like this video. Hope you guys learned some new stuff. Leave a like, subscribe.